Good morning from Peru. My name is Andy Reyes. This is the paper implementing model applied to a virtualized data center based on open source projects. The key points are the following. Introduction, virtualized data center architecture, project's implementation to the proposed model, scalability and high availability, security and manageability, results, discussion, and conclusions. This research aims to demonstrate that proposed implementation model allows the deployment of a virtualized data center based on 4 open source projects integrated at a very high level: identities, virtualization, storage, and platform. The main contribution of the model is to simplify the process of implementation of the 4 projects that provide independent documentation of each other. The 4 components meet a checklist of requirements given by the industry, such as scalability, high availability, security, and manageability. Data centers are the backbone of the area of technology in companies, since they host the IT services that support the application that support business. This research is not an implementation manual of a virtualization solution and related components. Each success case where shows the benefits of technologies evaluated and result of the migration of the platform. Neither Linux commands are shown because a virtualized data center management platform should be easy. Linux commands will be applied by support specialists in case of errors. The model shows the implementation of 4 very specialized solutions that are integrated. The 4 projects are Red Hat virtualization as the core of the data center. To deliver software-based storage implements the Red Hat cluster storage. Both projects together deliver the virtual machine platform based on open source. However, for updates and operation management need Red Hat Satellite, and for the assurance and management of access, they need the Red Hat IDM. The 4 projects integrate with each other and form the complex solution, all based on the Red Hat Enterprise Linux operating system. The proposed architecture can be deployed with the main virtualization providers such as VMware, Red Hat, or Virt. The main advantage of deploying under virtualization is to inherit the capabilities of virtualization equipment, such as high availability, scalability, quality of services, redundancy of components, etc. Software virtualization guest or virtual machine. In this figure, we can see the 4 components of architecture: identities, management, storage, and virtualization. Each component of the architecture contributes to the integral solution, complying with the requirement the industry in some percentage as shown in the table. The components together provide 100% of the organization requirements. For example, virtualization and storage component has a low percentage of security that is resolved by the IDM project. Finally, when agreed the table is implemented to comply with the architecture of figure, the solution designed with the specific components of the OpenNova domain as shown in this figure: Red Hat virtualization, Red Hat cluster storage, Red Hat IDM, and Red Hat Satellite. The first project to be implemented is the Red Hat IDM solution. It's important to consider that this solution allows centralized management on resources for allow use in the another three components of the platform. This will allow the admin user to be used and reserved only for very critical requests. The most common operation in this platform is the creation of user of the organization and the assignment of permissions of these users through the creation of management groups. For example, the user Andy Reyes belongs to the storage management and virtualization management group. The second project allows managing the platform operation. The most critical operation of this component is update management. Red Hat Satellite consolidates the update management of downloading all updates from the manufacturer page to a local repository and allowing you to not expose the server of entire platform to internet. Access to Satellite is done with the IDM user and the platform is updated. The Red Hat Enterprise Linux repositories available for future virtual machines to be deployed in the next steps. The third project implements software-based storage. The Red Hat Cluster Storage project recommended a base of 3 servers. In the present research, it's implemented with Server 1, Server 2, and Server 3 from OpenNova domain. The reason for using 3 servers is to comply with requirements to maintain availability when a single server goes down. According to Red Hat, a cluster of servers is considered reliable when half of plus 1 servers are active. The storage cluster deploys 2 types of volumes. The replicated volume is a volume that's high cost but high level of availability. The distributed volume is lower cost but low availability. In the proposed model, volumes are designed to assign replicated ones to virtual machines and distributed ones to backup, and ISOs share all volume delivered have an effective size of X. The last project is Red Hat Virtualization, which begins with the implementation of Red Hat Virtualization Manager. Through the Manager system, which is integrated to IDM to manage access on Server 1, Server 2, and Server 3. The Server Manager is the main system of the entire platform in terms of administration. It gives visibility of each component. The Server Manager also manages virtualization servers, Server 4, Server 5, and Server 6, through the IDM. Both virtualization and storage clusters are managed centrally. Storage and virtualization clusters are implemented to scale into additional nodes to expand their capability. This is possible because the functionalities are delivered by a software layer. The high availability of network interfaces on server from Server 1 to Server 6 is important with the use of redundant protocols. Continuous access to service is guaranteed, which are inherited to all virtual machines in the infrastructure. Security and manageability is delivered on the platform when managing the complete platform through the Red Hat Virtualization Manager console integrated to IDM. The figure shows that user Andy Reyes is a platform administrator, and the entire virtualization group also has administration permissions. The most important feature in the platform is update management. This functionality, obtained from the integration of Red Hat Virtualization Manager with Satellite, allows to know in a centralized GUI which virtual machines are exposed to the report vulnerabilities. Entering the errata section knows the vulnerability mitigation updates for each 4 Red Hat Enterprise Linux system. Implementing the virtualized data center alternative on open source, the organization's IT services could be continued at a lower cost, maintaining the required functionalities. The result of comparison of price shows saving in license and subscription on 40%, adding to this value of the saving in a hardware renovation by encouraging the reuse of hardware in the organization. The present research is very similar to hyperconvergence of servers, being another viable alternative since they propose a very similar procedure. However, in this research, additional integration consideration must be taken and the hardware support becomes even more critical. In addition to the sizing of additional practices and the tuning and turning functionalities are more specialized. The level of specialization required to manage open source solutions is very similar to the owner, because both have very simplified procedures. However, it's clarified that continuous administration is not equal to the solution of specific errors. In this case, the expertise is required of Linux operating systems. It's recommended investigating solutions based on open source from different manufacturers, such as Oracle Virtual Machine, Citrix, Xen Server, Proxmox, even KVM, which is the core of many similar solutions and software-based components. Evaluation of technological alternatives is very important because the regulation of public companies of many countries specify that, given similar functionalities, the financial factor is the decisive factor for the acquisition process. No matter which guest operating system hosts the platform, this is a separate layer. Is a Linux virtualization platform can host Windows virtual servers without any difficulty. For the administration, it is recommended to evaluate if even for Microsoft solution specialists. The research process determined that specialized local support in technology is very critical. A learning period of at least a year is considered necessary, being this period where specialized personnel becomes more critical. Thank you very much.